This is Tom Dillon, the Lifetime Liberal, and today is Wednesday, August 19th, 2020. The title of this rant is, Will Trump Exile in Russia? So let's just say Biden wins. We know that there's a lot of suits going on against Trump. He's got some sexual suits with dozens of women, so to speak, that are still going on. The Manhattan DA is after him. The New York State DA is after him. People say that he can't pardon himself, so he'll pardon everybody, especially his children, but he can't pardon himself, so he'll try and get Pence to be president for a couple of days, and Pence and him will have an agreement that Pence will pardon him. At the same time, remember, Pence wants to really be president. If he can only be president for a couple of days, he wants to be the next president in 2024. If he pardons Trump, he may never, ever get that chance. That'll be bad on him. But hey, if he just says, hey, sure, I'll give you a pardon, and then he doesn't pardon him, what's this guy going to do? There's shit going on all over the place. He's going to be sued for the rest of his life. His business will go into bankruptcy. He'll go into bankruptcy. What can he possibly do? I would say liquidate the assets as soon as you can. You've been talking to Vladimir for a long time. He knows what's going on. Head yourself over to Russia. Vladdy's worth about 14 to 26 billion from what I hear, maybe even more. He can slip a cool billion at you. All your assets are going to be frozen anyway, so you just take the liquid ones that you can. He'll get his oligarchs to give you a little bit of money. They'll give you a DACA. They can have a fence outside the DACA that says Trump Estates. And he could probably play golf for the rest of his life, and he won't even notice it because global warming have hit so hard in Russia that it'll still be warm in Russia in the wintertime, so it won't bother him at all. He can basically work out of Russia, basically talking about and working with, let's just say, all of his sycophants here in the United States, basically working on trying to get back into the United States, basically saying he was forced to do this, there's a deep state conspiracy against him, blah, 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 that everything would be great. Maybe he can even tour Russia and make speeches and talk about how great Vladdy is, or go into, I don't know if there still is a Soviet bloc, but if you want to call it that, go out there and make speeches. They'll love him because they all know he's just a puppet. Putin knows he's just a puppet. He can take his money away from him at any time. Maybe even Melania won't even go with him. Maybe they'll just say for him and his son's sake that he should stay there for a while so it doesn't look like he's taking his whole family with him. And then after he leaves, she liquidates all her assets. She's home free. She's out of his hair. That's the way it would be. But the thing is, this guy is losing. He's not a dumb guy. He's always been a survivalist. He knows what's going on. These things are hanging over his head all over the place. He's screeching out. Who was the last one? He was all over Michelle Obama the other day. He knows that his shtick isn't working. He knows he's in serious legal jeopardy that can also cause serious financial jeopardy. He knows that if he loses, he's going down even worse. He knows that even if he gives Trump the presidency to pardon him, Pence may not even pardon him. Is this a realistic thing? More realistic than I think than many people would think, because things aren't going well for him. He's always looked for an escape clause. He's always had an escape clause. This could be the escape clause that gets him out of this country.